Greetings, friends, and welcome. I can't believe I'm even saying this. Welcome to the final match, the championship match of the Eastern European Super League of American Football, live from Moscow, Russia. And my friends, if you're watching this match, then you're watching it on the OANN network. That's One America News Network. Well, if you're watching it in English anyways, guys. And we'd like to thank OANN for having us be part of their channel and opening new possibilities in dialogue between Russia and America. Because one thing I can tell you, friends, is that OANN, they do not just repeat talking points. They do not just read off of teleprompters. These people are doing real news, and they're in it for the love of the game. And speaking of love of the game, we're going to be loving some American football today as the Moscow Spartans, the two-time champions, look for the three-peat against AFC Spartak. Yes, the names are a little bit similar here, friends, but the jerseys are quite different. So anyways, guys, this is going to be very exciting. But one thing I just wanted to tell you about the love of the game. Most of the men out here aren't getting a salary. Most of the men out here are working two jobs to train to play American football 3, 4, 5 times a week, to come home at midnight, to wake up at 5 a.m. the next day, to do it all over again. These men have given their everything. They've dedicated 2 solid months of postseason training to make sure that this game is going to be the kind of game that you want to watch. We are in it here for the love of the game, and we're in it to hopefully break through some of these walls so that way the American people and the Russian people know that we're not very different. Because the fastest growing sport in the country of Russia is a type of football that they call American. So anyways, guys, I welcome you to Russia Bowl 2022. So anyways, friends, I'm Tim Kirby, your host and only announcer for today. And behind me, we're having a little bit of a chit-chat discussion. The teams are about to take the field. So all I can say is it is a amazing feeling to be here with you today, because I've been working on organizing this for the last few months. Kind of an odd thing for the announcer to say, but it's the truth. So anyways, we're going to be waiting here for a little bit more as the teams come out and begin to take the field. So anyways, what can we expect to see today? We can expect to see a very big battle of run versus pass. The Spartans in black and bronze are known for their running game. In fact, their offensive line is so good that their reserve players are better than most of the offensive lines of the rest of the teams in the league. By the way, there's about 40 teams in the league bigger than the NFL. Hard to believe, but it's the truth. So we're going to see the Spartans try to run, whereas AFC Spartak is known for trips right. They're going to be firing from the shotgun, running the wildcat, and throwing the ball. That's what got them here. That's what got them to last year's championship match, if memory serves me correctly, and that is what they are known for. So we're going to see a big run versus pass battle. Hopefully the weather will hold out, because for AFC Spartak and the red and white, they are going to rely on the weather, because as you can see, there's a lot of snow on the ground, not so much on the field. If the snow starts snowing and pounding, the air attack is going to suffer. So they're hoping and praying that the weather stays nice and stable. But judging by those murky, soupy clouds in the sky, things could change at any moment. Of course, the Spartans in bronze and gold, or bronze and black, are hoping for the exact opposite. They want things to be messy and nasty so they can push the ball down the field. So anyways, guys, I'm going to be occupying your time a little bit more here. As you can see, not too many fans in the stands, but one of the key things is that right now, not just in English on the OANN network with over a potential 1.5 million viewers, but on 3 Russian major television channels, this match is being broadcast. Not too many people in the stands, but over 2 million people, potential audience. It's the first time for American football in Russia, especially in America. So this is a unique event, and guys, I think you're going to be very, very excited. You know, they've always tried to create some competitors to the NFL, but they never tried to create one in Russia, so hopefully we can do that today. One thing I should also mention is that today is the official International Children's Day. November 20th is International Children's Day, according to the UN, and so when the teams come out, they're going to be with children. Here we go. AFC Spartak coming to the field.
Спартак, команда обладатель Кубка России 2022.
И мы приглашаем в поле многократных чемпионов России и обладателей...
So, friends, here we are.
Команда Spartans.
I am with you in the booth here, and we are watching as Spartak has already taken the field. So, friends, as I may have mentioned, if you could have even heard me, that we are in store for quite a match of run versus pass, and here comes the run in gold under the commandership of their captain, Alexander Romanenko, the ice-cold linebacker who hits with a freezing touch. And there he is waving the Russian flag, number 56. Okay, and here come the Spartans, the gold and black. Okay. And we'll have coming up soon after the Jets calm down here, we'll have the Russian national anthem, which doesn't take too long, don't worry, and then we'll be ready to kick the ball off and see who is the team, the champions of the Eastern European Super League 2022 at Russia Bowl 2022. I should remind you folks, and I may remind you a few times during this match, that the Spartans are looking for the three-peat. They have won the last 2 years in a row. Spartak has had no such luck over the last 5 to 10 years, so they really want to get back to that top tier and take the gold and take the cup home. Some more kids are joining them. Again, the kids are with the athletes here because this is International Children's Day, and we wanted to make it a point that we, people in Russia, stand with Americans across America who stand for their traditional conservative values and values of a family of one father, one mother, extended relatives, what they call the traditional family. Trust me, my friends, there is no enemy for American conservatives within Russia. We are so similar, and we are so driven apart, it makes no logical sense. But then again, that's politics. Anyways, the national anthem should be starting soon. right, friends, play ball. That was the national anthem. If you're wondering what it's about, it's telling the Russian nation to be glorious one way or another and to be friends and all that stuff. Some freedom in there, too. But anyways, that's that. The team captains, Romanenkov and Pavlov, are taking the flags back to their side and getting their men ready for battle. A much-anticipated battle that has been practiced for 2 months. So hopefully, guys, we're going to be able to give you some very snappy professional football here because we have certainly prepared for it. So, what are we going to be looking at again here today? We're going to be looking at the hot pass attack, probably a lot of trips right, shotgun, and wildcat formation from AFC Spartak. And, of course, from the Spartans, we're going to assume that they're going to have the brutal running game as the team in the Russian league that has, more than anyone, set all of the major records when it comes to rushing attack. So, the fans are finally starting to show up. Everyone's left their cars. As you might imagine, at the end of November in Russia, it is quite cold. We are in the deep in the minuses of Celsius and probably around the 0 or 12 or 15 mark in Fahrenheit. All right, as you can see, the teams are starting to get pumped by the sideline. The Spartans giving their chant, 1, 2, 3, Sparta. Yeah. All right. Some of their chants involve some foul words that I won't be repeating to you tonight, especially on International Children's Day. Not quite the family terminology that we should have on the air. So it looks like we're going to have both teams come out for the coin toss. Okay, we are organizing for the coin toss. As you can see, Pavlov, Nika on the Spartak side, discussing what they're going to be doing. We have Romanenko on the Spartan side. For some reason, we're facing a little bit of delay here with the coin toss. Hopefully we'll be going soon. Okay, and as I can even hear the stadium announcer, we're going to be seeing the teams take the field here for the coin toss, starting very quickly. After which we'll get right into the action. I'd like to mention that where are we at today? We are at beautiful Spartan Arena. Spartan Arena is where the locomotive soccer team, which should have an American football team, locomotive soccer team plays in Moscow. They have a bigger stadium a bit to the in the distance here. I'm staring at it now as I sit here, but this is where their junior team and women's team call home. We're looking at about 15,000 seats. Unfortunately, due to the weather, not all 15,000 are filled, but like I mentioned before earlier, that we are having a potential audience of 2 million viewers right now, which makes one want to get on with the coin toss, friends. So, anyways, we're going to have the coin toss come out very soon here at Spartan Arena. In fact, one of the major challenges that the league faced when putting together this Super Bowl of Russian football, as it were, was to find a stadium that would house it. And at first, people were very concerned because some of these stadiums are owned by organizations which are under sanctions. And not one of these sanctioned stadium ownerships, none of these banks, franchises, or others, ever had one problem with American football being played on their territory, including Spartan Arena. Just a little bit of background information that I thought you might find interesting here. And so we have League President Rogovoy, I believe, is talking to the refs here in the center. Hopefully he's telling them to get on with it, because it is time to kick the ball off. It is time to do the coin toss. And as you can see, coming out of all the players' mouths is a lot of cold breath. You know, the warm weather was actually holding out until just about 10 days ago. It was somewhere around the freezing mark for about all the second half of October through November. But now it is getting quite cold. Although it may not look it, the ground is actually an artificial surface here. Although it does look muddy, that is actually not mud. So the surface may look a little bit rough, but it should actually be good for football still, unless the snow starts falling, which it just might, as we look out on the soupy skies above Moscow. It would seem that the league president is possibly calling over the teams. I don't know what the delay is, but don't worry, friends, if you're watching live, have a little patience. We'll get on with this coin toss. Trust me, it is the least difficult of all the processes involved in hosting this championship match. Russia Bowl 2022 is just flipping a coin. So, all right. They are calling out friendly words to some of the musical performers who are going to be here at halftime. Although English language viewers will not be seeing them, but that's okay. You didn't come here for singing, you came here for football. Just like the NFL halftime show is always a very strange event. It never quite lines up with the macho masculine sport. It usually has the girliest possible performers. And our Super Bowl, local Super Bowl, is no exception. So, anyways, missing some of the action isn't going to be a huge part of the problem of this. So, but yeah. So, okay, the announcers are saying that there's some sort of delay here. Hopefully we'll get started soon. There should be no delay. As you can see, the field is looking fantastic. One of the nice parts and another advantage for the red and white AFC Spartak is that there's absolutely no wind today. Although the Spartans have one heck of a kicking game and a pretty deep roster of kickers in case something goes wrong, Spartak is really going to rely on the air attack, and it's always nicer when there's zero wind. All the flags around the stadium are hanging limp and still, so it should be a good game for kicking and throwing thus far. I'm looking at the sponsorship banners right now, and they are completely hanging dead, so. All right, friends. I don't quite know what the delay is, but kickoff is at 6 o'clock or 5 p.m. sharp here. So, anyways, while we're sitting here, I may repeat this a little bit further, but what we have today is we have a unique event where finally, I think for the first time, you know, as someone who plays in the league, someone plays in the league that's very old, I have to tell you guys that it's kind of almost frustrating how Russia has such a deep history of American football that no one knows about. You know, the NFL has wanted to expand to London, and I believe that some games may have happened in Germany this year. I could be wrong about that. But the real place that the NFL needs to expand to is Moscow. This is a giant city with a huge American football legacy. And furthermore, that legacy isn't filled with ex-athletes from, you know, college football or NFL rejects and this, that, and the other. With the exception of, I believe, one player today, we have 100%, or then I guess it would be somewhat like 99%, homegrown athletes who are born, played as kids, grew up through the ranks, rose through the ranks as teenagers, and are now playing as adults. Some of these guys playing as some pretty old adults when you factor in people like myself. So, we're looking at homegrown men from the former Soviet Union. And we also, speaking of men, there is an entire female league. I may know that may be hard to believe, but there is a flag, and a full contact female American Football League within Russia. They usually, I think, play 7-on-7 or 9-on-9 due to a bit of lack of numbers, but it's something to note. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, the entire Spartak team has marched 10 steps forward. How very Napoleonic of them. Anyways, and here we go for the ceremonial kickoff. Or coin toss, excuse me. Oh, all hugs and kisses now, but we'll see after the first quarter. I think attitudes are going to change, especially when both teams want to win so desperately. The Spartans want to do the impossible and get the league's first three-peat victory, 3 championships in a row, and Spartak wants to rise again as a franchise and earn the respect that they think that they deserve. And unfortunately, fans, I do not have a close-up. What is it? We're turning the close-up cam. It looks like Spartak has made a decision. The red and white have declined. No, I think they've chosen a side. Okay. All right. So we've chosen sides. It looks as though the Spartans are receiving, but we will see. I couldn't quite get a feed on that, and I do not have access to the referee's microphone. So, anyways, there are certain technicalities that we need to work through maybe in next year's season starts. But anyways, let's get on with this. Let's get down to some American football. Russia Bowl 2022 is beginning. And may I remind you that the Moscow Spartans in black and bronze are taking on American football club Spartak. Now, you may have actually heard the name Spartak because in Russia there's an interesting tendency. There tends to be sports franchises that are very big. Okay, and Spartak is one of them. So there is a Spartak hockey, Spartak women's soccer, and Spartak soccer, which was the very first one. They all bear the same names. It's almost like what if in America the Cleveland Browns had a baseball and basketball team too, with the same colors and the same name branding and all that, kind of by that logic. So you may have actually heard the name Spartak because their organization started back in 1922. That is very, very impressive. With American football following in the 90s. So you're looking at 100 years of organizational history, and the Spartak group has the advantage of much deeper pockets than any other team in the league. There's also a minor league American football team that also bears the Spartak branding. However, they wear black. They are black, red, and white. And they play in Bryansk, which is a small city 2 states away. But anyways, that is a little of the history of Spartak. They are set to kick. Again, the field is a little moist with the snow having melted. Looks like they're going to hold the kick. All right. There we go. It almost looks like, oh, and what a kick. Short. Touched it, received. The Spartans have got it. They're moving forward, going through the blocks, and shut down. Looked like about a 10-yard return by number 6 or number 8. Unsure. I think it was Dmitry or Nikita Reznik, probably. So anyways, the Spartans starting offense. We have Dmitry Nee, the legendary running back, wide receiver Ilya Grichany, tight end Alexei Nikiforov, quarterback Alexander Belov, wide receiver Alexander Vatsudinko, and they cut it away from me a little bit too early. But that was the Spartans starting lineup. We're running out of the Wildcat already. Nee has the ball, running to the edge. He's making progress. He looked like he picked up about 3 yards. Now, a little birdie told me that the Spartans are going to be running a lot of Wildcat today. You know, Dmitry Nee has some incredible statistics when you look at them. Over the full season, he averaged something ridiculous like over 100 yards per game by himself on the ground. So we should be seeing a lot of Wildcat today. Again, Nee lines up in the Wildcat, waiting for the ball. Motion. Fakes the handoff, goes forward. Neath going through, picks up about perhaps 4 or 5 dives forward. That'll be something like 3rd and 3. 3rd and 4. So looking at about situation 3rd and 4, it looks to be 3.5, 4. A knee again in the Wildcat. Motion. Fakes the handoff, goes right up the gut again. I don't know about the logic of calling the exact play twice in a row, but that's what they did. 4th down and 1.5. In a more traditional formation. And looking to be false starts. Looks like they tried to do the hard count, but the right guard jumped. Was that number 67? Who was that? the veteran Alexei Strakalov, a man who I know very well, unfortunately did not hear the count and went offside. That's a false start, moving the Spartans back 5, and they are probably going to punt. This is the unfortunate reality of playing offensive line. Your name only gets mentioned when you make mistakes. I'll do my best to underscore the successes of the offensive line as an offensive lineman today, but that'll come at a later time. Spartans set the punt. Back is Nikiforov to punt the ball. Snap's good. The punt is away. A bit low, wobbly, but a good bounce. Good bounce. And the Spartans are going to down it at about the 22. Down by number 56, Romanenko, Alexander Romanenko. All right, and now Spartak is going to get the first touch of the ball. We have a very wide set, as you can see, 4 receiver set, all out wide, starting out in the shotgun. Let's see if their warm-up is keeping them warm, because I can't imagine how cold his hands are right now. Handoff up the gut to number 30, looks like carries the ball. Number 30 is Guji Su. I know that's an unusual name. Guji Su took it up the gut for about 3. Su lines up again. Again, shotgun. You're going to see a lot of shotgun and a lot of trips right from these guys. Run to the left. Number 87 breaking through. Looks like he made about a 3-yard gain. That's number 87, Prakutin Nikita. Nikita Prakutin with the ball. Coming off the motion. The Spartans also like to use a lot of handoffs on motion. 3rd and 4.5, 5. Again, as we can see, shotgun set 3 in a row. Not breaking with tradition. Quick pass. What? Picked off! Picked off Romanenko! Romanenko with a return! Oh my gosh! Who is he throwing it to? I don't think, I don't even think the quarterback saw him. I don't think the quarterback, number 20, that's Leonid Matashkov. I don't think he even saw that Romanenko was there. Romanenko was low behind the offensive and defensive line. I think he just appeared out of the blind spot, friends. I think that's what happened. Because you could see, another problem though, the quarterback led too much with his eyes. He led on that receiver from the moment he got the snap, and that always spells doom. As a Cleveland Browns fan, I can tell you that Baker Mayfield for many seasons did exactly the same thing. Got to watch your eyes. Those eyes were leading. Again, knee in the Wildcat. Keeps the ball himself. Going forward. He breaks a tackle. He breaks a second tackle. He's going in. Touchdown. Knee up the gut after some thick blocks. Oh, my goodness. He's in. Wow. First play after that amazing and unexpected interception. Holy moly, look at this. And 58 broke through, but collapsed. I don't quite know what happened. Number 58 almost stopped them. Zahar Lustig almost made the tackle, but collapsed. We can only hope he's okay. Anyways, the Spartans are going to be going for 1. The black and bronze kicking for 1. The field is a little wet. Let's see how it goes. It's up. The referee's signal. Good. All right, it's good. That is number 17, Sorkin Nikolai. Nikolai Sorkin. There you go. And that's money. I guess the field isn't as wet as they were saying. But anyways, this is going to have to be a careful kicking day. And again, with 8:53 left to go in the first, the Spartans are now lining up to kick. And getting behind on the Spartans is never a good thing. One of the key strategies of the Spartans franchise is to out-tire the adversary. One of their key strategies is to simply, like tribesmen in the wild, to sort of run down their prey and exhaust it. It is never good to get behind them. Their physical conditioning is top-notch. And it looks again like it's Nikiforov lining up for the kickoff. No, it's not Nikiforov. It is Nikolai Sorkin, who just made the extra point, is lining up to kick. And here we go. A short kick, high, returned. Number 5 has it, shifts left, shifts right. He's got the throw, he found the hole! He found the hole! Stiff arm the kicker, oh, and he's down. Oh, so close to a breakaway. Oh, that was a beautiful stiff arm on the kicker. What a return, friends, what a return. This is what I'm talking about. Number 5, Dmitry Sedametov with a fantastic return and a stiff arm. If there's anything that I love, friends, it's a good stiff arm. That was juicy, especially on the kicker. So, anyways, Spartak lines up, ready to go. Again in the shotgun. How unsurprising. Trips right. And again, is it Sue? Sue takes, oh man, Sue takes it up the middle and gets punished. However, with forward progress, I think that should be 3 yards. Was that Sue? Yes. Sue Guji. Spartak, or again, feeling comfortable, trips right, a very crowded trips right. You're going to see them break off in all directions to try to confuse on the right side. Oh, the quarterback didn't have the time. He's running. He's got the first. He's got the first. Good. The quarterback was flushed from the pocket. Much better. And a much better decision for number 20, Leonid Matashkov. A much better decision than throwing the ball when you can't really see where you're throwing. There we go. That's what we're talking about. And we have to remember that the middle defensive line of the Spartans are some huge gentlemen. You're talking men 6'3", over 300 pounds, but at the same time, that size decreases your speed. Oh, false start on the left end. Unfortunately, number 72, Maxim Fyodorov, has gone offside. Oh, false start, jumped the gun. But let's listen to the referee. And unfortunately, friends, Maxim Fyodorov is going to regret making that mistake, because now it is a 1st and 15, and he may have kind of hurt the rhythm. Because once you get that rhythm on a drive, friends, if something screws it up, it could cause deep trouble, even at the NFL level. Again, motioning to send trips right, low snap, quarterback's got it, pass across the middle, and he is down, caught by number 87. Nikita Prakutin catches the ball in the center of the field. That looks like about a 7-yard gain, perhaps 7, 8. Good catch, a little bit of a dangerous throw. The band we have today is playing the music from Star Wars, which we all appreciate. Forgive my laughter, folks. Okay. Looking, screen pass, too high. Sue is not that tall, my friends, and that was not possible. We're looking at a 3rd down and 7, but don't worry. Spartak throws the ball on nearly every down, meaning there's a chance. All right. As the Star Wars Imperial theme starts to turn down. Again, out of the shotgun, keeping things conservative, doing what they do best. The snap, throw in, a little short. Does he have it? He has it. Is it the first? Oh, boy. Number 11, smart move. Number 11, Maxim Stroyev. Beautiful. quarterback, but the quarterback kept his eyes too far focused. But Stroyev, a good move, and he leaned the ball forward, stretched out with the ball to try to get the first down. This really depends on the spot. What do the referees say? Short. The referees are saying short. It is 4th and inches. Despite what some people may tell you, many products are actually measured in inches within Russia, including telephones, wheels, all sorts of things, televisions. The imperial metric system is alive in Russia to an extent. Timeout, Spartak. And probably a good decision. The question is, will Spartak continue their all-shotgun offense on 4th and inches, or are they going to try to wedge the ball forward, quarterback sneak? Will they give it, who knows, maybe they're going to give it a direct snap to Sue. That's within the realm of possibility, direct snap to Sue. But anyways, now it's time to fuel up on good old Gatorade and get back into the mix here. Speaking of drinks, as you can see in the background, I won't mention their name because they didn't pay for the English language sponsorship, but this match is being sponsored by a Russian brand of energy drink that used to be, have as the face of their brand, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Many of us know Khabib, and he was their poster boy, and now their poster boy is 100 Warriors of American football in Russia. So for now, we've replaced Khabib. Hopefully he's not offended by that, especially for the health of my face. Anyways, yes, they are lining up in the shotgun with Sue. Oh, be careful, boys. You can't have 2 men in motion. What was that? Referees didn't call it. All right. 4th and inches. Shotgun formation. Trips left. Gives it to Sue. Sue up the gut. And it depends on the spot. Sue Guri. Oh, turnover. Turnover. The Spartans take the ball. He was short. I don't know about that, friends. It's not my place to criticize any head coach in a major league, especially the head coach of Spartak, which has won a lot of games. But my friends, trying to run the ball, obviously out of the shotgun, 5 guys blocking, I don't know if that was the right call. I know Spartak loves their shotgun, but that was not the time for it, friends. All right, Spartans take the ball. More traditional formation. Giving up on the Wildcat for now. Handoff to Knee. Knee around the right edge. Knee looking for daylight. Knee gets the first down with a 12, 13-yard run. And here's where you can see the blocking. Look at every man taken except for number 51. Middle linebacker who made the tackle. The tackle was made by Alexander Agalikov, possibly. As you can see, 51's lining up there. Again, handoff up the gut. Is that Gleb? Looks like got 2 or 3. Who is that? No, looks like that was Knee again. Is that number 1? Yeah, Knee again. He's just dirty. It looked like a 7. It was a 1. Excuse me, friends. 2nd and 6. Now, that's the thing about the Spartans offense that offers a little bit of an advantage over Spartak is more diversity in play style. Quick snap. Gives it to Knee. Knee tries to plow forward. Nothing. They weren't having it on that one. Possibly a yard. Maybe more. 2 yards, it looks like, by the generous spot from the referees. That's going to make it 3rd and about 3 or 4. The Spartans go again in their heavy formation. Very conservative. Man in motion. And hard count. What's it going to be? Is it offsides or fall? I think they got him. I think they got him on the hard count. What's it going to be? Very few teams in the league, for some reason, choose to use the hard count. Only the Spartans are really the only ones who do it. And this time, it seemed to have worked. But let's take a listen to what the referees have to say. Did any of the Spartans' linemen screw up? Big discussion with the referees here. Looks like there's some differing opinions. Someone saw a lineman move, someone didn't. There definitely was contact. When the Spartak players went forward over the line, they definitely made contact with some of the Spartans players. I saw the movement. It should be a penalty. It should be offsides. Number 77 offsides. Konstantin Zarubin goes offsides. Zarubin broke forward, touched one of the Spartans, and that's going to create a first down situation. The Spartans get the first down the cheap way. Again, heavy formation, single back. Motion. Handoff, running left, knee with the moves, puts a great, runs over the 30. That's a 15, 17-yard gain. Sorry, I was taken aback by, he kind of went for the hurdle, but then kind of stopped. Well, you'll see him go. As he's moving, he kind of goes for the hurdle, then changes his mind, but there was no one to hurdle. But it doesn't matter because he made about 17 yards on that play. A fantastic run to the left, and as I told you before the match, as you can see, the Spartans are trying to use their black and gold steamroller to push forward, as they usually do. The offensive line of the Spartans is a vicious group of men. Pass, set back. Now here's the pass. Here's the variety in the end zone. Is it? Wait. Is it interference? The receiver's calling for interference. Number 8 believes that he was interfered with, that he was tripped. Nikita Reznik is angry, and hopefully he's not too angry because talking to the refs is a no-no, as we know. That is the quickest way to lose 15 yards. Some might call that an accident, some might call that pass interference. That is up to you, the viewers, to decide. In my personal opinion, I prefer less pass interference calls, so we'll accept it. 2nd and 10. Spartans showing they can go to the air, as long as they're not tripped up. Motion again. Handoff, left side. Knee pushing forward, this time much less, going outside. Probably a pickup of about 4 or 5. Initially, the referee signaled about 7, but that didn't make sense from my viewpoint. 4, pickup of 4. As we can see, the head coach of Spartak there is having a bit of a discussion about ball placement with the referee. Again, hopefully the discussion will not get too lively. Spartans take the ball back, set to throw, overthrown, way overthrown. Alexander Belov way overshoots his target, and it looks like it is going to be 3rd or possibly 4th and 6 now. 4th down and 6. The question is, will the Spartans kick? They have quite a number of men with a good foot, and they might be lining up for the kick. Oh, here they go. They are going for 3, friends. Our dear viewers, number 16 is back. Dmitry Kharitonov is set to kick. The kick, there may have been offsides. Blocked! Blocked! The ball's live! Wait, the referees are ruling the kick dead. I don't know. I think there might have been offsides on that. But the referees didn't see it. Where was there offsides? From this angle, we don't see it. Too low. I don't know about that. I'd like to see, was there offsides? No. He just started, excuse me. The linebacker just sort of started his movement early. No, he was onside. Bad blocking, bad kick. Strange to say bad blocking when you're talking about the Moscow Spartans, but that's what it was. Bad blocking, bad kick, too low. Trips left, handoff, probably Sue up the middle. Fumble, but he was already down. He was almost certainly already down. Recovered by Spartak regardless. Yeah. Okay. And here we have then a 2nd and 7 after the short handoff. Again, Spartak lining up in the shotgun, possibly looking to go deep. Got to watch the quarterback's eyes because he's been revealing everything with his eyes thus far this game. Fake handoff, tries the screen, reconsiders it. Interception! Interception number 30 on the sideline. Tipped interception. What? Was he in? Wait, hold on, folks. Was he in? Was he in or was he out? I'm getting mixed signals from the referees. Looks, watches, pumps, throws it anyways, tips it to 30. Was he in? Was he out? Well, the offense for the Spartans is taking the field, so he must have been in. The referees seemed a bit conflicted. This is, again, what is with number 20? Number 20, Leonid Matashkov. What is with him? He is eyeing every pass. He is revealing where every pass is going to go. The head coach has got to talk to him. He is looking at his target like he's a sniper, and he does not have that much time to throw. The first look was bad. He should have gone second look. I don't know why he committed to the first look. Bad decision. But another bad decision was a false start by the Spartans to sort of take the wind out of their sails after that unexpected interception, practically completely caused by Spartak tipping the ball to themselves after a strange decision to pass after pump faking to the same guy. Friends, I won't lie to you. I don't throw the ball very well, but I would have not thrown in that situation. Handoff to number 3. Number 3 going around the right end. No blocking. Looks like a pickup of about 3. And again, I remind you, friends, that today is International Children's Day to all of our viewers. And that today we remind ourselves that both Russians and Americans actually have a lot more in common than you might think. And one of those is traditional family values. One father, one mother, dedicated, extended family, all working together. It takes a child to raise a village, but that village is our relatives. And a quarterback sneak getting flushed, going around the left end, possibly picking up 4 yards, is number 9, Alexander Belov. Did he actually try? I think he tried to pick up for the stiff arm. That I respect, going barehanded to pick up on the stiff arm. But if I remember correctly, about 2 years ago, Mr. Belov had horrible shoulder and elbow surgery to piece himself back together like Frankenstein's monster. So perhaps he is the one player who should be excluded from the stiff arm list there. We don't want to see that kind of injury happen to him again. All right, a little bit of timeout. Timeout, Spartans. A little bit of confusion. No one knows what they're doing. That is the Spartans' first timeout, and probably a good decision. We've got about 1:26 left in the first quarter. What I was mentioning about family values is that as someone who's lived their pretty much entire adult life in Russia, you can see that Russia and America have so many similarities. Probably the number one growing similarity is the explosive popularity of American football. The greatest sport ever made, bearing the name American. And besides that, if you look at the outlook of a lot of the Russian people around you, you try to think about why America and Russia have been so at odds for so long. Well, the simple reason was communism. But the thing is, how many people here actually asked for communism? Not a lot, but they sure got it. So I just want to open people's minds to the fact that communism here has been dead for 30 years. Russia's a different country. And over time, Russia and America have become a lot more similar, friends. And we're hoping that this window into life in Russia is something that you're enjoying. Because this, friends, has taken a lot of effort to put together, especially on my part. So now, it looks like the Spartans are taking a page out of the playbook of Spartak. They are going out of the traditional shotgun. Belov back. Motion. Belov drops back. 3-step drop. Slips. Goes deep. To knee. He's pushed over. That has to be a penalty. Oh, there comes the flags. There comes the flag. Guys, although I don't really like when they call too much pass interference, I saw the quarterback put 2 hands to push knee to the ground. Remember, I'm speaking to Dmitry Knee and not the body part. Some of these family names are hard to say. Knees is easy, but it can be confusing. Let's take a look at the replay. Belov drops back, the slip, the throw. A little underthrown, but as you can see, completely pushed him off balance. No opportunity to catch the ball, and most importantly, did not look back. That is a big difference on what affects pass interference, whether they look back or not. Got to be looking at the ball, or else it can be pass interference. And here we have the ref's call. Pass interference. They're going 15 yards from the start of the down. That's going to make it 1st and 10 from the 15. The quarterback mix is continuing with the Spartans, mixing between Belov and Knee. Knee is coming up under center to take the snap. Motion. Gives the ball to Knee. Knee shifting right, shifting left, and he's caught by the D-line 3 or 4 yards down the line. And our live band is now playing the theme from Mortal Kombat, which I also appreciate. Hopefully that's coming over the cameras, friends. Okay. All right, here we're going. 2nd and 8. After a short run by Knee, the Moscow Spartans blocking has not been up to their usual exemplary level today. A lot of discussion in the huddle here. Perhaps there's some trickeration coming. Whenever there's extra discussion in the Russian League, you know there's something extra being planned. Nope. Handoff to Knee, shifts left. Nope. Nothing. Maybe a 2-yard gain, if that. Good penetration by the D-line. One of the key things that makes the Spartak, the red and white Spartak, different from most of the other teams in the Eastern European Super League is their 5-man front. As you can see, when they line up their defensive line, regardless of the situation, they always have a 5-man front. Not to say that some don't drop back from time to time, but now it looks like they even have a 6th man up there, if I'm not mistaken. And could this be false start? Shouldn't be delay a game. Oh, false start, number 60. There is no number 60. I think that was an error. So the referee calls 60. No one is number 60 on our list here, but that's okay. All right. Well, now the Spartans are digging themselves a grave. It is 3rd and very long, almost 10. Six-man front. Takes a snap, 3-step drop. The pass, too high, tipped in the air, almost potentially picked off. Too high, too far behind, bad throw. I can see on every pass, Belov is slipping and sliding out there. I hope he brought the right shoes today, because his foot movement is not the best. There. Watch him over center, feels confident. Watch him go back. He's taking his drop. See his little slippy slidey there. Looks like the Spartans are going to kick for 3. They're set for the kick. Will it be blocked yet again? Potentially blocked and returned. Too low. Low. It's no good. Potentially tipped. Again, the slippery play field, the melted snow comes into play. Number 17, Nikolai Shorkin, misses another one. And we have 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Spartak is probably going to line up to end the quarter in style. 1st and 10 with a long way to go. Ball snapped. Hand off to Sue. Sue looking up the middle, trying to switch sides. Oh no, he's making the situation worse. Brought down by the horse tackle. Brought down by the horse tackle by number 83. That is Pavel Yakovlev. Unfortunately, Pavel, that move is no longer allowed since some point in the 1960s. An unfortunate horse tackle here. Should have moved his hands lower. Very disappointing. Or was that number 93, Andrei Ignatiev? Let's see what the referees say. No, it was 83, I was right. Pavel Yakovlev, horse collar, personal foul, that's a 15-yard penalty. First down will be for AFC Spartak, the red and white meat machine, as they're called, right after this play. Oh, I thought they were going to cut to this quarter. They are going to continue the quarter because you can't end the quarter on a penalty. Excuse me, fans, I'm forgetting the rules myself. And the referees march the ball forwards. With 0 seconds left in the first quarter, Spartak is going to take another snap. But they sure got lucky based on that personal foul, because going up the middle against the Spartans is risky. Nope, the referees rule it end of the quarter. Very interesting and very surprising. End of the quarter, and we're going to take a very short break here, and we'll be back with Russia Bowl 2022. Oh, and here are some of the top players for the Spartans. Alexander Romanenko, the legendary linebacker. Dmitry Nee, who we've mentioned many times before. 638 yards over 6 games. The big Roman Galiev, the ultimate refrigerator D lineman. Alexander Belov, the quarterback, who has 572 yards over 6 games coming into this event. Alexei Strikalov, the top lineman of the league. Unstoppable block machine. Yatsenyuko Alexander, wide receiver, with 4 touchdowns over 6 games. That's your Moscow Spartans. And friends, it looks like we are not going to cut for break. It's too darn cold. In Russia, there is no break. It's too cold. Got to play. Spartak in their traditional formation. Takes a snap. Hand off to Sue. Sue going, looking right, looking right. And he's caught up somewhere. You keep that ball, Sue. Keep the ball, Sue. That is the perfect opportunity. When you're a running back and you're caught by 3 guys, you've got to go down. Get that knee down, because that's when they strip the ball from you. Here's Sue. He's looking in his beautiful white uniform. And here comes the strip attempt. Strip. That's when you got to go down. Anyways, 2nd and 10. Wait, 2nd and 10? 2nd and 6, excuse me. Again, run out, right, quick handoff, and what happened? Probably a false start, friends. But who? Number 57, Artyom Winkler. Artyom Winkler goes too early, unfortunately. And as is the tragedy, offensive linemen only get mentioned when they commit a penalty. So we'll try to say something nice about Mr. Winkler later in the event. The Spartans seem to have too many men on the field. They're sending somebody off. It looks like the man nicknamed the Sphere has been removed. And now the Spartans are back to 11 men, as they should be. Shotgun formation, not surprising. Motion. Take a step, rolling to his left, looking, again, eyes focused, overthrown to number 88, Andrei Protasov. Mr. Protasov had no chance on that one, although he was fairly open. We can see the fans for Spartak showing up. The nice thing about Spartak being related to an extremely popular soccer franchise is that they have an automatic fan base built in. The Spartans should be so lucky. Perhaps they'll be bought by Lokomotiv or Dynamo or one of those other Russian organizations. Anyways, back to pass. Number 20. Looking, throwing forward, complete to the big man. Number 99. Leonid Kulakovsky, number 99, listed as a wide receiver. That is one heck of a meaty wide receiver, friends. Number 99, Leonid Kulakovsky. Brings the ball down, pushes forward. Reminds me of my high school days. That was my job. Walk 3 steps forward, catch it, and fall forward with the ball. But that's too little, too late, and in fact, Mr. Kulakovsky is lining up to punt. I believe that's him. High snap, fields it, gets the punt off, just barely, just nearly blocked. Will the Spartans bring it back? No. A mediocre punt is going to be down around the 27-yard line of the black and bronze. All right. Here we go. Spartans moving forward. Their heavy formation. 6 men in the line. Tailback just off the line. Motion. Will they hand it off? No. Takes it himself. I think that's knee going forward. Stuffed. The legendary blocking machine of the Spartans has not turned on. They haven't started the motor today. This knee going forward. And number 96 and number 55 slide off their blockers. Kind of a mismatch there. They've got this is what the Spartak brings. They have a very tall, very big D-line and linebacker core, and you're not going to block a tall linebacker with some sort of reserve halfback. It's just not going to happen. Knee taking the ball for the Wildcat, running right. Does he have room? Not enough. And run out of bounds, making a positive gain of about 2. That'll bring up 3rd and 6, and the Spartans are starting to run out of tricks in their bag. They may be up by a touchdown, but it seems like the red and white have their number. Who's back? Looks like needs to. We're going to run it out of the Wildcat again. Calls for motion. Takes snap, looks left, running left. There's the blocking. There's that Moscow Spartans blocking. Gets the first down and more. What was that, 10, 12-yard run? That's the blocking I was telling you about, friends. Did you see that gold line shift left? As soon as the ball was snapped, the entire team, watch this shift. Boom. Unfortunately, the camera didn't quite catch it. But as you can see, look at that downfield blocking. Romanenko, 56, number 65. Downfield, number 65, Alexander Masov, who I didn't think was attending today. Masov all the way downfield, blocking, crushing people 10 yards off the ball. That's what we want to see. That's what you call business. Continuing on, Belov hands the ball off. Can't see who has it, but that was not successful. That is a 0-yard gain, which is a shame coming off the previous play, which is fantastic. That is number 22, Kirill Zavyalov, who actually is the all-time rushing leader with 222 yards in a single game. Can you believe that? Somehow he did it. But today he got 0 so far. Look at that thick Spartak line. They got 5, 6 guys on the line. Run to the left, and what is that, number 7, Nikiforov? Was that 7? No, number 3, which is Grichani. Ilya Grichani takes the ball to the left, saw a little bit of daylight and gets stuffed. Again, decent downfield blocking, but too much movement by Spartak. Spartak's done a very good job of shifting their D-line left and right with the motion of the ball. Good horizontal movement. Again, Spartak lines up thick on the line. Belov back. Looks deep. Throws it too far. Too far ahead. A good bullet couldn't rake it in. Alexander Yatsunenko was unable to grab the catch. Should have dove for it. But then again, the surface is slippery as heck today. Moves forward. It was catchable. It was catchable. Yatsunenko drops the ball, and we're looking at a long 3rd and 8. The question is, what are they going to do? Or is it 4th and 8? Oh, 4th. Sorry, they did not update the monitor. 4th and 8, Spartans to punt. Good snap. The punt is off, a little low. And fair catch is called. Probably a wise decision. Number 10 fair catches it. That was wide receiver Orhan Farzaliev. Orhan wisely chose to receive it. But here comes the stars of AFC Spartak, Gurisu, that we've seen many times thus far before, number 30. Number 7, the wide receiver, Denis Pisarev. And the captain, Roman Pavlienka, the linebacker with 30 tackles over 6 games. Vysochin Dmitry, defensive lineman, the big guy coming in there, coming in strong. And Prakutin, 87, Nikita, with 3 touchdowns and 208 yards over 6 games. And that was the stuff. The ball came loose. The ball came loose. Wait. Was that a fumble? Diev drops the ball. Wait. This could be a fumble. Quarterback, did he have possession? 1, 2, 3 steps. The ball came loose. That's a fumble. I'm going to have to disagree with the referees on this one. Well, it was still a loss. We're looking at 2nd and 15, even if the referees disagree with this genius that you're listening to right now. Motion. Cancel the motion. Going back. Hand off to Sue. Sue up the middle. Up the middle on 2nd and 15 against the Spartans is not the proper strategy, my friends. And now we're looking at a 3rd and 9. That is Dimitri Nee without his helmet on. They're making some little conversation there on offense. Looks like the boys are going to need to pick things up. Because from the first half of the first quarter, they haven't been able to accomplish very much against the Spartak big fat D-line. That 5-man front's doing great. Anyways, the 4-man front of the Spartans is rushing. They got him flushed. Are they going to get in the sack? The throw? He caught it. He's moving forward. Shifts, ducks and jives, but only gets 5 yards. What a great salvation of a dead play. Absolutely fantastic quarterback work. This time he was moving his eyes, moving his body, got off the tackle, threw the ball, but unfortunately didn't have the downfield blocking. Look, number 20 shifts right, shifts left, shift right. Gets that pass over to number 27. Number 27 who caught the ball is Nikita Diev. And it's already 4th and 5. Too little, too late, but a good, exciting play. Low snap, and the refs call it probably false start. And the referees are discussing the current events, as we should call them, which is something that's very popular in Russia. Current events here are quite extreme. I should point out to you folks here that this is a weird time to be having a Russian Super Bowl because, my friends, literally anyone on this field, and including this announcer, could be drafted at any time to go to the front. But anyways, false start. False start, Spartak. That's 5 yards. Not going to change very much, but they're going to have to re-kick. And some political events have really changed the landscape of American football here in Russia. With the exception of one particular American who's speaking to you now, the Spartans have been completely removed of all their American players and coaching staff due to the current crisis. So the face of American football in Russia, unfortunately, has been forced to become a bit less American. And it looks like there's another timeout called by Spartak. They don't know what to do. Weird to call timeout on a punt. If I were the Spartans, I'd be suspicious. Timeout on a punt? That means something special's coming. As we can see there, number 87, Prakutin, talking with the team. Hasn't been able to show his true colors today. A great wide receiver, great talent, but unfortunately today hasn't really been able to put much touch on the ball. And the Spartans come out very suspicious. Looks like they're going more with a return formation. 4-man, 4, 5-ish, 6-man rush potentially. Low snap, punter handles it. Good kick. There we go. That's a good NFL kick. Getting a good roll, and it goes out at about the 43. Unfortunately, it was a good kick lengthwise, but a bit off to the right. Well, and as I was mentioning, the entire face of American football has had to change. The at one time legendary head coach of the Spartans, Kiri Yarusi, has been somewhat forced to leave Russia due to unfortunate current events, and there's a bit of a leadership crisis within the Spartans. What happened there? What happened there? Oh no, that was a handoff into his jersey. Ilya Grichani kind of mishandled the ball and didn't make the cut. I don't know what's going on there. He turned it into a 5-yard run, but what was going on? He gets the ball, he kind of mishandles it, stutter steps, cuts upfield. Well, at least he made the cut. That's a 5 or 6 yard run out of the shotgun. Oh, bad snap. Knee was caught looking. Knee shifts, gonna throw. He's looking downfield, throws. And it's maybe intentional grounding, but he was out of the pocket. He was probably out of the pocket. So we're not going to get an intentional grounding call. That was a dangerous pass. That was a very dangerous pass. The only people downfield were wearing white. Oh, no. Just had to get the ball away. But then again, I see some referee discussion. Was he out of the pocket? Yes, okay. So the referees are going to place the ball. It is going to be now 2nd and should be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, yes. Out of the Wildcat. Knee looking around, maybe doing too much looking. Hard count, doesn't work. Got a little movement, not enough. Time running out on the play clock. Motion. Knee. Keeps it himself. Sees the hole. Goes up the middle. Keeps his legs chopping. And it looks like he's got a first down. Makes it all the way into the secondary, or possibly the tertiary as it should be called, and gets the first down in all likelihood. This is why the Moscow Spartan fans show up, because they can do it. They're the only team that you know of that can do a 3rd and 6 running up the middle consistently. Good stuff. Heavy set formation. Again, knee, looking, keeping the ball himself, running right. He's got the angle. He's got something. He made positive yardage. It'll depend on the spot. Knee coming off the field. Looks like the Spartans are going to give up on the Wildcat for now. Taking a squat. Did Knee get hit on that last play? If Dimitri Knee's hurt, the Spartans are going to be in a world of trouble. He seems to be squatted over in pain. I don't know quite what happened to him. Anyways, Belov is back in the quarterback spot. Over center. Takes a 3-step drop. Hands the ball off. Is that Zavyalov? Zavyalov breaks through! Zavyalov breaks through for a brutal run up the gut. That's what we're talking about. Absolutely fantastic. Look at Zavyalov. Kirill kills Zavyalov with a beautiful run right up the gut. Watch the... Up. Looks like we're having more technical difficulties here. Was that a false start? Referee discussion. Referee confusion. You can see that big, tall line that Spartak has. You're seeing a lot of guys 6'3", 6'4", over the 250 mark, especially number 91. Number 91, that's Yaroslav Panov. The referee discussion continues. Number 23, interesting. That's Nikita Sennikov. For the Spartans, very strange to see a non-lineman false start, but they happen, and they just did. Wait, it looks like that there was two men going off sides, and so only one of them counts, or going for the forward on the false start. Excuse me. Thus the referee confusion. Anyways, it is now 1st and 15, a bit of a setback for the Spartans. They are now out of field goal range. Belov running to the right. He's got time. Looking downfield. Thrown over his head. Another overthrown pass. Unfortunately, he didn't see on the left side. They were going, if he would have went shorter, there were men open. Look at him crossing. Number 11, crossing over the middle. That's really where the ball should have went. Should have been a bullet over the middle. I know that's risky, but that's who was open. Didn't see him. Motion. Going back. Belov. Looking. Launching. Putting up the lob. He's got it! He's got it! Oh my goodness! On the lob! Number 11! Alexander Yatsenenko. Beautiful lob pass. He put that up on a hope and a prayer. Yatsenenko grabbed it down. Thing of beauty. No pass interference. There we go. All right, and here comes a short game where the Spartans advance. Thick, heavy line. Going in. Run. Around the right side. He's going backwards. Ooh, could be a cutback block. Knee tries to go forward around the edge. No penalty, no cutback block. Okay. Or is it? Oh, I'm seeing the flags. What is going on? Is that extracurricular activity? We're seeing some flags after the play. What happened? That there, as you saw on your screen, could have counted as a cutback block. That depends on the referee's opinions. Definitely hit him, not where his face was. And more discussion. Sorry, friends, but we have to discuss everything on the field. We can't call into New York like the NFL does. So, takes a little bit more conversation time. And let's see. We have a verdict. It looks like I was right about that cutback block. Or block in the back. Well, things just got a lot harder for the Moscow Spartans. It's 1st and goal from the 20. Not the ideal situation. Belov in the pocket. Are they calling a timeout? This might be a good time for discussion. Tight end Nikiforov discussing something with Griciani on the right side. What are they discussing? I guess we'll see. Motion, right. No men in the backfield. Screen pass to Knee. Knee trying to go nothing. Too much knee, not enough foot moving forward. And it looks like things just got even worse. It is now 2nd and goal from the 28. Oh, boy. As you saw here, they tried the screen pass. But the thing is, that was kind of an obvious screen pass. We get a potential block in the back by Nikiforov, number 7 there. Not the best choice. Belov set. Takes a snap. Looks downfield. The race is on. Throws to Knee. Knee, can he break the no? The dump-off pass was a good one, but he was hit as soon as he got it. 4th or 3rd or 4th down. 3rd down, they're flipping the sign. I wish I could talk to the Spartans coaching staff right now, because the Spartak understands that Knee is becoming the center of this offense. He's the most covered man on the field. You got to spread the talent. Got to spread the ball. Maybe they heard me, because here comes what looks to be... Oh, it's the 2-minute warning. And we are down to the 2-minute warning. It looks like the Spartans are going to ignore it and are going to push forward anyways. No break. Takes the ball. Belov back. Throws. Deep. He's got it. He's moving. He's moving. He's grooving. He's chucking. He's jiving. They're back in. They're at least in field goal range. Number 8, Nikita Reznik. And you know what Reznik means? It means the man who cuts. And what a cut to the inside. They're going for it. 4th down and goal. Spartans are going for it. Who's got it? Knee's got it. Knee's running left. He breaks a tackle. Stiff arm. He's in. He's in on the stiff arm running left. Dmitry Knee around the left side. No huddle, quick offense. Touchdown. Oh, what a run. And there it is, the Spartans' classic no huddle. Got in there quick, didn't give them time to set, just snapped the ball. Something happened after the play was over. I think someone may have used a naughty word to the referee, and there's going to be a penalty after the kick. But the touchdown counts. And now for the extra point. Lining up is number 17, Nikolai Sorkin. Not having a good day. Sorkin the kick. It's up. It's up. It's up. And it's good. Sorkin redeems himself on the extra point. 14-0. With 1:27 left to play in the first half. May I remind you that Spartak still has 1 timeout and they have not spiked the ball yet. Boy, did that kick look very good on the monitor. Watching it with your live eyes, it looked off to the side, but on the monitor, it was just dead straight true. Very good. And Sorkin is going to continue by kicking off. And friends, thankfully for the Spartans, the weather conditions, or should I say for Spartak, the weather conditions are remaining stable. Although the ground's a little bit slippery, the ball is clean, the wind is non-existent, and there's no snow that's falling. Decent conditions for a kickoff, but anyone could slip while kicking at any moment. So we'll see. This one could be short because of that. The Spartak fans are having a good time, as we can see. They're only down by two scores. Not an insurmountable lead, that's for sure. They've gotten over it many times this season. A deep kick down to the 18. We're caught, returned. Good blocking. He's shifting to the left, and he's down. We can't even see their numbers anymore. That looks to be number 24. Yuri Natsakanyan. Natsakanyan Yuri with the return. We haven't seen much of him yet this game. He probably should have went up the middle. Yeah, there were 2 Spartans up the middle. Maybe I was wrong, but it seemed like he had a little bit more space to work with. Good ball control. And Spartak has a long way to go with 1:19 left in the second half. 1 timeout. Haven't spiked the ball yet. Shotgun, looking. leading with his eyes. Again, the quarterback leading with his eyes, rushes to the right, throws, and it is dropped. Dropped near the first down marker. Would someone please go out there and take quarterback number 20, Leonid Matashkov, and shake him during halftime and tell him to stop looking where he's throwing. He's leading with his eyes very, very, very strongly. But Matashkov back in position, ready to take another snap from the shotgun. Spartans spread pretty deep, expecting the pass. Here it comes. A wobbly one, a wobbly but good one, and the receiver was not looking. A little miscommunication there. Deep route, short pass. I think something got lost in translation, as does happen when you're a foreign person living in Russia. And before we cut to halftime, I'd like to tell you that if you're watching this on One America News Network, you are going to be treated to a halftime's worth of fresh news and information before the second half begins. So stay tuned. We're super grateful to the One America News Network for broadcasting this to over 1.5 million potential viewers across the United States and beyond. Thank you very much to the One America News Network, people who are in it for the love of the game, just like these 100 men you see in front of you, in it for the love of the game. But excuse me, as I was promoting our friends at One America News Network, Spartak made a brilliant forward pass to get just over the line and get 1st and 10, 53 seconds remaining with time ticking. Come on, Spartak, you got to hurry up. Got to get moving here, friends. Calls to the snap. Looking back. A little bit leading with his eyes as usual. Throw right up the middle and stuffed by Romanenko. Who caught the ball? Number 17, Dmitry Chekrizhev. Dmitry Chekrizhev. That's a hard one to say, friends. Chekrizhev, Dmitry. And they call timeout. Probably a good call. The referees are mentioning that it is the last timeout for Spartak. The red and white, the meat, the men from Moscow with a history since 1922 are having a big conversation. What are they going to do? They have 30 seconds. They have a few strikes. They're definitely within distance for the Hail Mary. They are not within kicking distance. Matashkov lines up to take the snap. Trips left. Some kind of problem. The ball's out. What the ball's out. The Spartans say they have it. What was that? Wait, what even happened? I was going to say it was a bad snap, but how do you fumble at that bad on a bad snap on a shotgun? Wait, what happened? Matashkov calls for it. The ball hits someone's leg. Did it hit the center's own leg? Let's see it again. It slipped out of his hand. It slipped out of its hand and hit number 57 in the leg. Number 57, Winkler, Artyom Winkler got hit in the leg with the ball. Can't blame him for not picking it up. Certainly didn't expect that on a shotgun play. Interesting. Well, the Spartans now have a chance with 20 seconds left. Got to go for the Hail Mary here. Nothing else will work. Looking deep. Didn't throw it deep. Strange choice. A pickup of 4. Okay, guys. Spartak probably called for a timeout. 9 seconds left. Why they threw a 4-yard pass going with in this situation, I don't know. With 9 seconds left, they're going to have to go end zone. The likelihood of getting into field goal range on a wet day when the ball isn't being kicked very well, I don't think that's going to happen. If they can't get the ball even within the 30, there's no chance of a kick being made in these conditions. Not surprisingly, a lot of discussion. Alexander Yatsenyenko comes onto the field, comes out last. Perhaps he's getting the ball. Who knows? Andrei Petersipkin, the center, going over the ball, looking forward. And interestingly, Spartak with a four-man rush. That is their prevent defense, my friends. Only 4 men on the line for Spartak, a rare sight. Quarterback drops back, runs left, gets flushed, and he might be going down for the sack. No, he's still up! He's still up the line, thought he was dead. What's he gonna do? He's gonna probably run out the second half. So it looks like the Spartans just kind of burned out the clock there. Should have at least tried to throw it. What was that? Why not just try to throw it? Is there some sort of penalty? Apparently there's some time left on the clock. Maybe there's actually a second. The referees indicate there's something left. All right. The big fat five. Big fat five up there for the Spartans. Hopefully they can pick up their blocking quality. That last play was not a very good one. All right. Now the line holds. Throws behind the receiver. The ball is caught, which is lovely, but how much time is left? Probably 0. It looks like there's some miscommunication between our graphics people and the referees. The Spartans have called for a timeout, and there's very, very little time left. If they were to kick, this would be a 52-yarder in the wetness, in the crud, in the mud. That is not an option, and I assume that they're going to have to go for the end zone. Or are they going to kick the 52-yarder? Judging by the kicker being absent and having missed already 2 field goals, they are going for the end zone. But they line up in the Wildcat. Knee behind center. In the shotgun, I should say. Goes to the ball, dropping back. Excuse me, that was actually below. Throw short, maybe a little bit of rugby time. Knee moving forwards, but that is too little, too late, probably. The Spartans are going to try for the spike. Or is that the end of the half? End of the half. Spartans were not able to make it happen. Both teams mysteriously and strangely not going for the end zone. Despite the weather, despite some of the troubles with passing, they should have went for the end zone. So anyways, friends, may I tell you that right now coming up on OANN, One American News Network, you are going to be treated to a halftime's worth of news and fresh information. We're going to cut to them very soon. Anyways, guys, this is Tim Kirby, Russia Bowl 2022 halftime with the Moscow Spartans leading over AFC Spartak 14-0.
Команды сейчас уходят на перерыв. Дорогие друзья, я напоминаю, что в halftime у нас пройдет конкурс. Конкурс с розыгрышем мерча. Мерч — это командная атрибутика. И произойдет забег железного человека. Так, а в ожидании нашего специального гостя Богдана Титамира у вас разрешен железный человек. Будет разыгран в том районе.
Okay, friends, and we are back. This is your host, Tim Kirby, coming at you from the championship match of the Eastern European Super League of American football. Friends, today we are you're joining us today in the second half of this match between the black and bronze Moscow Spartans against the red and white AFC Spartak. Two teams with very similar names, but completely different destinies. The Moscow Spartans are looking to three-peat, going in for their third championship win in a row, and Spartak is looking to revive their brand and expand their franchise. And if you're listening to my voice, there's a very good chance you're listening to it over OANN. That's One America News Network, who has been gracious enough to host this event, which will hopefully lead to a little bit of better understanding between America and Russia. Because, friends, as an American who spent their entire adult life within Russia, it gets very frustrating how certain politicians, entities, and other organizations try to convince Russians and Americans that there's something different from them. But when you look at your average Trump voter and your average Putin voter, you see that there's a lot of things that line up, especially traditional values. And today, November 20th, is the UN's International Children's Day, a day to celebrate, at least in Russia and in conservative America, the traditional values that we believe in. A family of one father, one mother, with the help of extended relatives. It may take a village to raise a child, but that village should be mostly made of your relatives. Anyways, friends, it's good for you to be here. It's good that we're all together enjoying this fine match. And after our cheerleaders are done dancing here, we will enjoy the kickoff of the second half. Again, brought to you with great graciousness by OANN, and we hope you enjoyed their news break during halftime. Because that news break spared you from listening to Russian rap music during our halftime over here. As you can see, the fans are dancing in the audience. Fans are having a good time. There was a couple tailgate parties happening before the event. And may I remind you that despite the fact that the stands are a little bit empty for this year's final because it's in the end of November in Russia with temperatures way below the freezing line, that does not mean that we are not being watched by the record number of potential viewers. Right now, not only are we on OANN, but we are also on 3 different Russian TV channels at the same time. Potentially with around 2 million viewers joining you at this very moment. And who knows, when they upload this thing to YouTube, there will probably be many more viewers in the future. This is an important event, friends, not only just because it's an American Football League you may not be familiar with, that is very hungry to have you as their fans, but also because this is a time for America and Russia to heal, to understand that the differences between Russians and Americans are virtually zero, and there is absolutely no logical reason for the tensions that we're facing today. This threatening political stress, these rumors of a certain type of bombs needing to be used is madness. We can all unite together around the greatest sport ever created that bears the name of a great nation, American football. And here we are, friends. Second half. The Spartans are to kick. Spartak, the red and white, lining up to receive. If you're wondering what the names mean, Spartak actually means Spartacus. So it's sort of like the Spartacus Football Club, and the Spartans are, well, the Spartans. So ancient classical world references for both teams. And here comes the kick. Sorkin again, number 17, kicks, received very well, not too deep. Got at the 15, running to his left, getting around the edge. Can he cut back? 87 cuts back and gets forward to the 37-yard line. Number 87, Nikita Prakutin. We've been waiting for him to show his face today, to show us some of his talent, and he just did. That was quite a return. That may have actually wound up being like 15 or more yards. But anyways, great field position on the 37 to start with. This is probably the best field position that Spartak has had all day. Now is their time to shine, rested up after the break. The red and white are looking over. Oh, missing a man. Missing number 66. Number 66. Vitaly Yudakov showed up a little bit late here, but now he's on the line, ready to block. In order to avoid the classic delay of game penalty, Spartak has already used their first time out of the half. Perhaps they're being a little bit overcautious, but I think they don't want to blow their good field position. As I may have mentioned before, the Spartans are known for their energy, for their hard physical training. They are like tribesmen on the Sahara, or the savannah, excuse me, tribesmen on the savannah that can essentially run down an animal till its heart explodes. This is where it gets tough against the Spartans, because they never tire out and they always have more and more reserves. There may be 50-some men on the field today, but there are actually over 100 Spartans to draw from, if you can believe that. That is quite a deep depth of roster. Takes the snap from the shotgun, gives it to Sue. Sue up the middle, legs pumping for about 3 yards. Sue had the hole, but they snapped him up. I believe that was number 90, put the big grab on him. Stanislav Leonov grabbed him up in those big Russian bear arms. Matashkov looking at the center, calls for motion, again out of the shotgun. Hand off to Sue up the middle again. This time, big hole. Sue explodes forward for a 6-yard gain. Probably a first down, but it depends on the spot. We're very close here. A little discussion with the referees. Where are they going to spot it? Very close. No, the spot is unkind to the red and white, and it's going to be short by less than a yard. 3rd down and 2 feet. Again, out of the shotgun. Spartak calls for motion. Motion goes back. The handoff to Sue. Sue looking left. Can he get around the end? Oh, fumble! Fumble, the ball popped out! He helmet clapped the ball out of there. Was that Romanenko? What just happened? Well, that was one hell of a hit. Excuse my French, one heck of a hit. Can we get the replay? Come on, replay booth, don't let me down. Well, we're sending you beautiful HD footage here, but unfortunately we don't seem to have the replay, which is very frustrating. Someone put a helmet to the ball, and the ball popped out, but the Spartak white and red recovered. Looks like it's 4th down and 5, and they're presumably going to punt. Oh, the pass! The receiver falls down off the ground! No, he had it! Oh, the ground monster, the turf demon, ate him alive. As number 37, I believe, falls down into the muck. Who was that? They're showing 31 Michi. Sergei Michi, eaten alive by the terrain. Spartak, or the Spartans with a full front. Motion. Hand the ball off. Is that Griciani? Is that number 3 Griciani pushing forward? Ilya Griciani pushes forward for about 3 or 4 yards, depending on the spot. We've only seen a few explosive runs from the Spartans today. Their usual insane averages of 8 yards a run have not been seen. We've seen a couple for 15, but the average is definitely not up to their usual. Griciani in motion again. Knee running right. Cuts in, cuts out. Cuts in, cuts out. Now we're moving. Knee staying on his feet, goes out of bounds, and maybe close. No, the referees say about 2 yards shy of the first down. One of the few Moscow Spartans banners. Remember, friends, because Spartak has a legacy tied to many different sports teams, including their legendary soccer team, there are always more Spartak fans than Spartans fans. They have a built-in audience. mean, imagine if one of the teams here was bought by the New England Patriots and was also called the Patriots with the same uniforms. They'd have quite the audience. Again, Grachani in motion. Up the gut, knee, shifts, goes right, push it forward. Yeah, good moves, good blocking. Maybe not enough men on the right side, but good blocking downfield. The question is, I'm seeing a lot of breath coming out from under the face masks of Spartak. Is the fatigue starting to set in? Is this where the Spartans' typical run you dead running game is going to come out and shine? Got their big men in. 5-man front goes down. Both linebackers up close. Going back. Belov to throw. Belov looking. Throwing. The throw was there. Some kind of confusion by number 11, Yatsenenko Alexander. Alexander Yatsenenko has done some good things today, but he kind of misread the route there. Turned too early. Looks like there's some miscommunication. He kind of ran straight when the throw was to the outside. But again, a lot of these throws from Belov today are dangerous lobs. He's really getting a lot of hang time on his passes. Handoff, running right, probably Grachani. Goes around the end. Possible, nope, knee. And knee is down. Knee is down, may have pulled something. Oh no. He's had the trainers coming over, shoving his leg back into place. Knee's up. He's up. Some got knocked out of location. Looks like knee's going to be taking a little sit down for a while. Anyways, we are looking at a situation. Oh, they are going to call it a late hit. Number 55, the captain, Roman Pavlenka, the captain, commits a late hit penalty for Spartak deep in their own red zone. This could spell the end for Spartak. What is he doing? Absolute collapse of discipline here, friends. Absolute collapse. First down and possibly first and goal. Nope, first and 10 on the 13-ish, 12-yard line. Handoff to Zavyalov. Zavyalov pushing, legs pumping, and he pushes forward for about 4 yards, 4 or 5. We haven't seen that much out of Zavyalov, and may I remind you, he is the record holder for yards rushing in a game, but haven't been seeing him much this game. And I'll tell you what, when Zavyalov takes off his helmet, you can see from the look on his face why they call him Kill. Knee back in the game. Belov over center. Motion. Give the ball to Knee. Knee pump it forward through the hole. Touchdown, Dmitry Knee. The blocking was there. Especially number 78, Andrei Peresipkin. Huge block up the middle. Also, Alexei Strekalov hitting hard. Watch this. You're going to see the center and the left guard take out everyone. The center and the left guard go forward, and they just start pushing. Watch again. Double team. The left tackle pulled. Number 63. Sergei Kovrov on the pull from the left side. Very, very good, very effective pull. Excellent O-line work. The blocking they needed. The extra point is up. It hits the scoreboard, and it's good. Hopefully the scoreboard is still intact. So, it's good. 21-0. The Spartans are up a comfortable 3 scores, and why can't Spartak put anything together? They can make the excuse that it's the weather. The ball is a bit slippery. It's a bit cold. But where is the high flying aerial attack from the red and white? We're just not seeing it today. However, they have had some good returns, and perhaps the Spartans are going to start to get a little bit sleepy. This time, Dmitry Kharitonov is going to be doing the kicking honors. Sorkin is taking a break. Kharitonov looks at his men. Yeah, the crowd is very pumped. Here comes the kick. It's up. Again, not particularly deep. Fielded. Good blocking by Spartak. He's going up the middle and gets crushed. The hands are a little high. Did he get him in the face mask? Let's see. 87 has the ball. Good hook on him. Yeah, that was either Alexander Kitin. No, Alexander Kitin for sure made the tackle with a big left arm grab. Hand off to Sue. Sue shakes left, making good forward progress. Oh, beautiful. 6 or 7 yards from Sue. A good hole. Fantastic O-line work. Good push. The left tackle did his job. The hole was created, and Sue was able to slip by. But this makes me wonder, why does Spartak insist on always running out of the shotgun when they can block? Get that sixth man in there. Get that tight end in there and block, fellas. Trips right. Hand off to Sue. Oh, I complimented the left tackle too soon. Brilliance on the last play from number 77, Konstantin Zarubin. Or was that 72? I'm sorry, friends, missing out. 72. Brilliance by Maxim Fyodorov, number 72 on the previous play, but on this play he got flat beat by the D lineman. And trust me, Maxim, I've been there. I know what that feels like. When you can shut someone down 7 plays in a row, then on the 8th play they make you look foolish, and that's all anyone ever remembers. The tragedy of playing offensive line. Matashkov, again over center, stepping back in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's looking, too obvious with this. Interception! Interception is at Romanenko! Who is it? Romanenko! Probably. We'll have to see the replay. But again, Matashkov leading with the eyes. He doesn't take his gaze off the man at any point in time. What is he doing? Yes, the announcer here could see better than I could. Alexander Romanenko with his second interception of the day. Reading the quarterback's eyes because the quarterback is making it easy. Matashkov's got to stop looking at his target. Run to the left knee, decent blocking, and knee takes a crunch. Absolutely crunched on the far side of the line. But he's back up quickly. Apparently those knees are flexible. As you can see, he runs left, looks downfield, and number 8 puts the hurt. Number 8. Someone I've actually known for quite some time. Nika Kaushauri. Nika Kaushauri with the big hit. And now Dmitry Nee finally with a big catch. Are we going to see taking it to the air? So big congrats to Kashauri for taking knee to the ground, but he got right back up and caught that one over the right side. Spartans lining up out of the shotgun. Belov taking the snap. Grichani again in motion. Hands it off to Zavyalov. Zavyalov's the move. To the right, to the right. Zavyalov's still going. Legs are pumping. Gets hit hard and holds the ball. I thought he dropped the ball. Zavyalov is calling. Zavyalov got hit hard enough that he's calling for substitution. As soon as he got up, calling for the substitution. Watch this. Good blocking. Blocking all over the place. Number 55. Is that Stokalov? Yeah, that's Kirill, excuse me. Takes a snap, Belov back, looks, pumps, tries to throw, pushed. It could, but no. It looks like a touchdown on one end, but he pushed the quarterback right in the spine to catch the ball. And I think that one's going to come back, friends. Good old shove in the back to catch the ball is not going to fly. Well, that's going to be some pass interference by Yatsenenko. And pass interference is quite the hefty fine of 15 yards, and that is going to make things very difficult. We are looking at, wow. We are looking at a first and over 20 yards. It's so many yards, it will not display properly on our screens, friends. So, first and more than 20. That's a first for our production team. Griciani in motion again. The snap, looking downfield. The throw, it's in the air. He's got it! Is that Dimitri Nee covered in filth? The filth of the field. Nee has it. Oh, showing off the Sparta pride with the helmet. Oh my goodness, Sparta pride indeed. Over the shoulder catch. The Willie Mays catch in the end zone for another touchdown. And this one's not coming back. This one is not coming back on a pass interference. Sorkin lines up for the extra point. Hopefully the Spartans can block. Low, high snap, low kick. High snap, low kick. It is still good. It's still good, friends. Okay. Kick looked real ugly from the box, but it was good enough. Remember, in our league, we still kick from the virtually from the goal line. 17-yard extra points are a lot easier than the 33 ones they're doing in the NFL nowadays. We've got 4:21. Watching the kick again. It actually went through the special netting to keep the ball in play and has gone into the next playing field. So we're going to have to ask security to get that ball back. Which, yes, it blasted through to another universe. So, anyways, friends, it is now a 4-score lead for the Spartans. Spartak is running out of steam, and they have been unable to put together any sort of offensive drive for more than 3 consecutive first downs. What is with Spartak? They've had 2 months to prepare, 2 months to work on the famous, yet obvious, yet extremely blunt Moscow Spartans offense. Although some of you may not believe it, there are actually American football journalists within Russia who literally, right before this championship match, as of 2 weeks ago, put together, oh, we're on a big run. He's going through. He's over the halfway mark and is stuffed. Number 87 with the return. That's Nikita Prakutin, showing why he's one of the stars of AFC Spartak. But as I was saying, there are American football journalists within Russia who actually break down the video footage and basically rebuilt both teams' playbooks. So Spartak should have known what they're getting into because the Spartans are doing very little new except for the Wildcat. They have never run a Wildcat offense before today. But other than that, everything is their basic playbook. Great field position for Spartak. Handoff to Sue and stuffed. Number 99, Matvey Ryboy. Ripped him to bits. He came right off the line and right inside. As an O-lineman, you can never let them get inside. Do anything. Screw up. Fall on them. Fall on your back. But don't let them get inside on an inside run or pass, or you're done. They should double team him next time. The snap again going to Sue on the run. This time a much better run. Sue explodes forward, and a little extracurricular activities there between 88 on Spartak and number 30 on the Spartans. Things are getting hot as frustration sets in. We're looking at 3rd and 7. Again, I question why Spartak is doing so many up-the-middle runs, not utilizing the wide receivers to particularly block. Pass to pass. Caught. No! It went through his hands. He had the first down. Number 1. Danil Levichev almost had the first down. What was he doing? But there's a flag. Could a flag save the day? The referees are deep in discussion. Debate continues. Okay, let's hear what they have to say. I'm not even quite sure what they called there. The hand signal I don't recognize, but I'm thinking it could have been some kind of pass interference, perhaps. On number 45, how is that possible? Number 45, Roman Galiev, the giant, the 330-pound beast, gets called for something, I guess, pass interference or perhaps block in the back. I couldn't quite tell. I'm sorry, my dear viewers. I didn't recognize the signal. This could be the opening Spartak needs. They are well within striking distance. Hand off to Sue. Sue going up the middle, falls forward for another 4 or 5. Sue's having an okay game, but we can't rely on getting 3 to 4 yards every down. In fact, it was actually a little bit less. It worked out to be officially after the spot 2 yards. But for some reason, Spartak insists on going from the shotgun. No additional blocking to run the ball. Okay. The throw. It got it. A good pass. Can he hold on to the ball? Fumble! Stripped! Was he down? Was he down? He may have been down. Number... Who lost it? The referees are still in this. They're signaling that the Spartans have it. What a collapse. What a tragedy. He had it. He just had to contain the ball. And his knees were his knees down. Number 17. The ball's loose. His butt's not making contact. The ball's loose. Recovered quickly by number 27 of the Spartans. Vorobyov Ivan Vorobyov. The man who dropped it was Dmitry Chekrizhev. The man with the tough name. Dmitry Chekrizhev just couldn't contain it. If there's one thing you can't do against the linebacker core of the Spartans, it's carefully and sort of gingerly hold the ball where they can rip it out. I believe the marching band we have here today is sending a subconscious signal. As soon as the Spartans get the ball, they are playing the Imperial March from Star Wars, implying something. Then again, we are playing from the Evil Empire. Possible horse collar tackle on Griciani. Probably by number 87. Nikita Prakutin, excuse me. So let's see. Griciani takes the handoff, runs right. And we're getting the big horse collar. No, that was from number possibly 96. Dmitry Vysochin. Yes. Dmitry Vysochin with the horse collar tackle. Unfortunately for Spartak, things are now moving out of the red zone of the Spartans. The Spartans are breathing heavy. Got a lot of weight to push. Goes back. The handoff. Is that... Oh, was that knee? Knee is now virtually the color of the field after making so many running plays today. Knee goes up for about 2 or 3. Tried to cut through. Well, he tried to put his head down and pound through, but that's not going to work when you're about 140 pounds. Anyways, the handoff going again. It looks like it's knee again, pumping, churning, moving, goes out. Chooses to go out of bounds rather than get cracked by number 23, Radion Burlaka, or Burlaka, we're not sure. We haven't mentioned him yet today, but thankfully Knee saves himself from getting really, really hard on the sideline. First and 10. Griciani again in motion. Griciani takes the ball, running left, tries to squeeze forward. Is he down? May have lost a yard. Oh, who's that being taped up on the Spartan sideline? Is that Knee in the long black pants? Can't see the number. Or is Knee out there? Doesn't look like it. Motion. Belov goes back, looks downfield, throws to number 11, and it's broken up. Great cornerback and safety play by Spartak. They were all over it, except one of them seems to have gotten rattled up on the play. Now he's up, he's fine. Might need a substitution. A little meeting of the minds could have taken place there. A great breakup by Spartak, excuse me. So far, the red and white have done pretty good in their coverage game. It's just that the Spartans aren't throwing. Well, speaking of throwing, Belov lines up in the shotgun. Griciani in motion again. Takes the handoff, runs right, looking downfield, short pass. Is it? No! Overthrew the running back Kirill Zayvyalov and Yatsunenko, excuse me friends, Yatsunenko could not come up with it on the dive. And I'll tell you what, it is very hard to throw on the run, especially on your offhanded side. Looks like the Spartans are going to give the ball away with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Snap looking good. Back to punt. The punt going forward. It's a shorty. It could hit someone. It could hit any Spartak play. Oh, down. Very short punt. Gosh, I don't know, 25 yards, 30? Some of the Spartak players were actually pretty near the ball when it was kicked. I thought it was going to bounce off of someone's back and become live, but thankfully for Spartak, that did not happen. Spartak again looking down the field. They've got 70 yards to march to get rid of that humiliating 0 on the scoreboard. Handoff to Sue. Now, friends, Spartak, coaching staff of AFC Spartak, on the last 3 drives, you guys have done a run up the middle to Sue. Got to stop it. You cannot run the same play on first down Every time you start a drive. Especially when you do not have any blocking besides your 5-man front. Come on. What are we doing here, folks? And we're going into the fourth quarter. In order to keep the game flowing, and somewhat to the extent to the advantage of the Spartans, we are going to immediately begin the fourth quarter right now. If you just started watching this match, I would like to say thank you very much for you watching OANN, and thank you to OANN One American News Network for hosting this event. Today, on the UN holiday of International Children's Day, we are having the big meeting of the two titans of the Eastern European Super League of American Football here in Moscow, Russia. And we are grateful for this opportunity to share our love in Russia of American football with you, even in America, for the first time on American airwaves. So thank you for being here, and we hope you're enjoying the match so far. Spartak. Motion. Going back. Calls for the ball. Sue up the middle again. And he is driven back. This is probably going to be a loss of 2. If you thought the Spartans were being a bit too heavily reliant on knee to run the ball, Sue is being just forced into these rough situations. Look at the Spartans' front box. 4 men up there. The linebackers are playing close. The outside linebackers also fairly close to the box. How are you going to run up the middle in this situation? Throws it. Screen pass to Sue. Drops the ball! Recovered. Is it a fumble or is it a drop pass? Number 56, Alexander Romanenko. His 3rd turnover. Turnover created this game. It looks like it's going to stand. It's a turnover. It's a turnover. He gets the ball. 1, 2, 3. And number 78 thought it was a drop pass. Number 78, what are you doing? Yevgeny Urban, a former Spartan himself, thought the ball was dead and didn't dive on it. Urban moving from D-line to O-line on the Spartak franchise. Apparently, his D-liner training was lost. Almost picked off! Almost picked off! Spartak player number... Can't see him from here. Number 35. Dmitry Grishin. Grishin almost with the pick, but at the very last second, number 8, Nikita Reznik, slaps the ball away. That could have been a game changer, folks. That's good wide receiver instincts when you're falling to get the ball away like that. Hopefully that'll be a sign of things to come for Spartak. Belov under pressure, drops it off, can't handle it. Number 23 can't handle it. Nikita Sernikov wasn't expecting that one, and it was too slippery for him. Then again, if he would have caught it, he would have been put into a world of hurt with his spine exposed to multiple Spartak players. Number 59 had his number. The snap, the screen pass to number 3, and he catches it on his knees and is immediately down. We play by NCAA rules here, friends, not NFL, so he was down from the moment he caught it. A 1-yard gain. If there's anything that I have a pet peeve with, friends with American football, whether it be the NFL or the NCAA or our Eastern European Super League of American Football, it is the screen pass. It is the risk of it is so high when it comes to interceptions, but the reward for it is so low. I do not like to use it in any team's arsenal. I think it's almost always a mistake, not my flavor of pass. Belov running right, throws deep, interception! Interception, Spartak on the return! He's moving forward. He's moving. He's still on his feet. He's still going. Pulled down at the 35. Fantastic interception and a great return. Who deserves the credit for that beautiful piece of work there? Who got it? This is the problem when you only have a one-monitor setup, friends. Rolling. The throw, number 35. What a catch. What a 39, excuse me. Cutting back and forth. Oh, beautiful. Number 39 is Leonid Shan. Shan. Leonid Shan will remember your name. That was a beautiful play and perhaps a game changer. Okay. Not sure. There must have been some kind of illegal block during the return. The defense for the Spartans is definitely out, so the interception counts, but someone did something nasty during the return. Block in the back, chop block, cutback block, we're not sure. Again, Spartak lines up in the shotgun, as always. Please do not hand the ball off to Sue. Now is not the time, friends. They hand the ball off to Sue, who goes up the middle and gets stuffed for the fourth drive in a row. They start with an up-the-middle run from the shotgun formation against a closed-up six-man box of the Spartans' defense. Excuse me, that was not to Sue, that was to Nikita Diev, number 27. Forgive me, but the principle remains the same. The linemen looking weary, but they've got a job to do. Spartak's got to get points on the board. The pass, looking back, looking deep. He's moving left. He's going to take it himself, moving forward, runs out for a 2-yard gain. Coming up on third down. 3rd and 11. But to be honest, one thing that can definitely happen is as you're wearing down that D line, the more you make those big 250, 275, 300, 325 pound guys run, the more they run, the more tired they get. I could see them huffing and puffing after chasing the quarterback on that last play. Maybe they'll have some breathing room now. He's looking downfield. He's shifting. He's going to run. He's going to run it up the middle. Oh, and the crunch. Stopped short, and it's going to be 4th and a long 7. Number 90, Stanislav Leonov did a great job of breaking up that play. And here comes the punt. Spartak tried to punt earlier, but the turf demon ate the receiver. A fake punt, I mean. Will they try something else? They've got to do something. Could be offside. The punt is off. Let's see what happens. Drop the ball! The Spartans dropped the ball! He's trying to reshift. He's getting knocked over by his own player. One of the blockers was driven back by some big Spartak meat and knocked over the man receiving the ball. But with flags down, they may move the ball a little bit forward and be forced to punt again, or perhaps not punt at all. Let's see what happens. Oh, personal foul, roughing the kicker. Well, if Spartak needed to get some life breathed into them, here it comes. Man, that's a big kicker. Look at that big hoss. Woo. And that's number 31, Arif Jean, one of my good friends. Arif Jean, sorry, but you got a personal foul penalty for leveling a man twice your size. Maybe Arif Jean, to an extent, should be proud of himself. But he has breathed new life into the Spartak offense now. Arif Jean is also known as Mr. Special Teams, as he plays pretty much everything that involves kicking. He's out on the field, but never kicking the ball. Spartak, looking good. The Spartans D-line starting to breathe heavy. Can they do it? Can they get rid of that darn zero? Looks to the right, shifting. Throws it, the lob, almost, no, almost tipped from number 11 all the way to number 7. Number 7, Pisari of Denise does not come up with it. Denise, unfortunately, could not handle it. But that's just first down. Wobbly pass. It seems like all the quarterbacks involved today are a little bit afraid to throw. I've seen a lot more games with many bullet passes. This seems to be a day of lobs. I know it's wet out there, but it can't be that wet. Got to dry off the ball with a towel or something, fellas. Let's get some bullets in there. Quarterback sets back. The lob. The receiver. Miscommunication. The receiver didn't know it was coming, and the ball goes over his head, although it was well thrown to the outside. I can see Rahman Galiev, Tom huffing and puffing. The human semi-truck there, number 45, moving around. Starting to get worn down. We'll see if we can make it to the end of the game. The semi-truck looks like it's running on E. The other lineman, worn down as well. 3rd down and 10. Good protection. He's got the time. He throws. He's got it. The question is, where did he get it? The referee's signaling about 1 yard short. 4th and 1. Spartak on the march. Number 7, Denis Pisarev. We haven't heard much from Pisarev today, coming up with this catch. I think he's had 1 catch earlier. They're lining up for the punt, but it's got to be a fake. 4th and 1, losing by 4 scores, and you're going to punt? Gents, now is not the time. Come on, fake, up the middle, he's got it! Is that Sue? Is that Sue? Well, he's got it on 4th and 1. Just because a fake is obvious doesn't mean it won't succeed. Yeah, up the middle, slightly to the left, good blocking. Great run. That looks to be number 30, Sue. Who's got to be tired at this point. 1st and 10, 6:40 left to play. Looking back. The throw. Over. Number 7 has it. That should be Denis Pisarev. Denis Pisarev with another catch. It only took him 4 quarters, but Spartak is now rolling. The Spartans' defense looks tired. The O-line's breathing heavy. They're starting to get their routes coming into play. What is that one Spartak player doing, fixing his shoe? Get back in the huddle. There we go. After playing this very intense battle with no 2-minute warning break, no breaks between quarters except for halftime, we can definitely see that the men out there are tired. But my friends, they've got to get some points on the board for the glory of their franchise that dates back to 1922. Screen pass to number 7, Pisarev. Oh, he's going to throw! He's going to throw! No, he dropped it! Oh, the double pass, and he dropped it. Oh, and that's exactly the kind of play calling that works against the Spartans. The Spartans, throughout this season, have really only been beaten by the trick plays. The Spartans come at you with straight smash-mouth football. That had him fooled. He had the coverage blown. Yeah, the throw was a little underthrown, but he dropped it. Unbelievable. Heartbreaking. 3rd and 2. Now might be the time for that running game. Trips right. Going up the middle. He should have it. He should have it. They're probably going to give him the spot. I think he's got it. Is that Sue again? Yep, that was... Looks... No, that was not Sue. That was Nikita Diev, excuse me. Nikita Diev got close. 4th and 2. Gents, let's not punt. Let's run the ball. And the throw. The throw. He's got it. He's got it. On the obvious fake punt, they succeed again with the throw to the man lined up in the tight end slot. Number 27, Nikita Diev. Yeah! And Spartak is marching. The Spartans are gassed. Unbelievable. After all their training, after all these weeks of preparations, the Spartans are looking tired for the first time we've seen all season at the very 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Okay. Matashkov set to receive the snap. 3 men to the right. Looks deep. Shifting. Looking. Tripping. No, the sack! The sack! Number 95. Artyom Valitov. With a deep sack. Yeah. Just slipped through. Look at that. And the very same man who just made that game-saving play has been fined for unsportsmanlike conduct, giving Spartak a first down and 15 yards. Oh, man. What did he say? Friends, Russians like to point out that in the Russian language they have even more swear words than they do in English, so he must have said a whole plethora of diverse vulgarity for that one to the referee. Or too much dancing or something. And now the Spartans, frustrated, call timeout. So what's the discussion here? Overall, things look pretty darn good for the Spartans. They're up ahead 4 scores. But there's something about a shutout victory that looks awfully good. For some reason, running back and sometimes a quarterback in the Wildcat, Dmitry Nee, is participating in the defensive huddle. I wonder what he's saying as a non-defensive player. All right. Here comes a big discussion. The referees are also having a big chit-chat. What are they going to do? 1st and 10. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in order for Spartak to leave this stadium with their heads held high, to feel proud of at least taking second place in this Eastern European Super League of American football in front of the largest television and internet streaming audience we have ever had in this league. Live from Sapsan Arena. Russia Bowl 2022. Here we are, friends. Can Spartak save the day? The snap. Steps back. Looking. Throwing. He's got... No! No! The sticky fingers are not there. He had it on the pull into his body. He dropped it. No! Oh, that was a good pass, too. Ah. Right by the face mask. 2nd down and 10. Perhaps the 2 months of preparation for this match were a bit too much. 3 men to the right. Looking back. He's shifting. Going forward. Gonna run. Throw. No, throws. It is picked off! Picked off! Picked off on the return! Is that Romanenko? Is that a 4th turnover? Who was that? The coaching staff of the Spartans looks more confused than excited. That's Romanenko with the 4th turnover. He's a turnover machine. This man is an animal. I can tell you as someone, he has knocked my shoulder out of its position. When he hits you, it is like being hit by an iceberg, by an ice pick that digs deep into your flesh. The crushing hitman, ice cold, Alexander Romanenko having the day, a career day today, creating 4 turnovers. The Spartans looking to run out, and the ball's down! They fumbled the ball, but there was confusion. The refs blew the play dead. Probably a false start. And so here you have it. I hope you enjoyed this broadcast of One America News Network, sending its first game of American football from Russia to you on this very special holiday where we celebrate Children's Day. We celebrate children, the future, part of the core of the traditional family of one mother, one father, the kids, and the extended relatives. We're very happy to have you here today, and we hope you're enjoying this match. But as it looks now, things are in pretty dire shape for Spartak. They have not been able to get more than 3 first downs in a row the whole game. The passing game, the legendary passing game, has fallen apart. The ball is too wet. It's too cold. The handoff, shifting right, shifting left. Number 24, who is unlisted. That is very bad. Unfortunately, that is not on my list. That might be Gleb, also known as TikTok, could be coming in at number 24. Kind of looks like him from this far away. The snap, going back, Belov looking, firing, got it! Yatsenyenko got it on a slant route coming on the inside. There we go. Good route. Good route, good catch. Good timing. And the Spartans are close to basically seal the deal. A lot of men on the line. Motion. Pulling back. Oh, confusion and a sack. Total confusion. The running back went to the wrong side, if you look. Stumbled, went to the wrong side. And penetration by number 70. Big play by number 70, who seems to be unlisted. Perhaps I missed that number. You'll have to forgive me, friend. That's 74. It was 74. Albert Hayrutudinov. We'll call him Albert. Much easier. Fantastic play by Albert. First one of the day. Another almost sack. Roland looking for the pylon. And he's in. Flushed out to the left. Belov just rolls out, keeps the ball, and runs in. And there's that downfield blocking we've been talking about. This was probably not by design. Oh, the defensive line got confused. They really thought he was going to roll right, but rolled left. Sorkin, again the kick. Today, 0 field goals, but so far, very good with extra points. During halftime, he was kicking some 45, 48-yarders and making them with extra. Let's see if he has the foot for this one. You can hear the crowd chanting for the Spartans, the legendary franchise that is about 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from creating the first three-peat victory. That's 3 championships in a row. The snap is high. It's bobbled. Zavyalov's running to the right. Zavyalov, he's trying to break the tackle, and he's down. No good. Bad snap. Well, so far the long snappers for the Spartans haven't disappointed till this moment. To be honest, if the kicker could have gotten in with a better block, that may have actually been possible. And yes, you may be saying that, Tim, you shouldn't expect kickers to be blocking. I do. This is smash mouth football. And if you didn't know, my name is Tim Kirby. I've been your announcer here today. And as we are winding down, 34, unfortunately to nothing, with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter of the championship match of the Eastern European Super League of American Football. The Moscow Spartans are leading and dominating, unfortunately, over the red and white AFC Spartak. Drops the ball in return, but now he's shifting. He's shifting left. He breaks a tackle, but not the second one. He shed that first tackle like a true pro, but the second one got him. The Spartans special teams had plenty of time to relax. That looked like he was going to have a real good kickoff return. Couldn't do it. Number 87 makes the grab. That is Vitaly Zelentsov. Vitaly. Looks like there's some confusion in the Spartans' ranks. The second string is out. Now what? The coaches are out. Timeout. The Spartans call a timeout. Strangely. Well, that was a promising return that was shut down. Anyways, again, the Spartak, the meat men, the butchers, the red and white, the men with helmets that look like they're made of bacon, I've got to push all the way down to finally get rid of that 0. We cannot have a championship game end with a 0. This is very bad for the future of the league and the future of the sport. 34-0 shutout so far. The second string defensive line is certainly in, and I'll tell you one thing, they're much easier to block, I know. Going back, shifting right, the pass, good catch by number 11. Good catch by number 11, that is Maxim Stroyev, oh no, excuse me, that is Arkhan. Arkhan made the catch. Look at that breath coming out of those helmets. It is way below the freezing line today, friends. This is the freezer bowl, but no snow is falling. Run up the middle and stuffed big time. Number 14. Oleg Morozov got low on him. He put that shoulder right into the abdomen. Great tackle. True form. Got low, the stuff. Dave, it looked like a promising run from the start, wound up getting very little. And here we are at the 2-minute warning. Spartak has 2 timeouts left. The Spartans have 1. We've decided in the championship to blow through the 2-minute warning. There's no commercial break, my friends. We're rolling straight through. And the pass, good pass. And he's got it. He broke the tackle. He broke a second almost to down at the 40. Finally, a big gain, 15-ish yards, but there's a flag. Number 60 seems to be screaming at the other offensive lineman. No, what was it? Oh, what's the penalty going to be? Oh, no. The referees are talking. The coaching staff of the Spartans looking very, very happy by Russian standards. That's what you call smiling in Russia. Doing the impossible, just 2 minutes away from a three-peat of championships in the Eastern European Super League. And may I remind you that this three-peat has come with a different head coach every year. 3 years ago, after winning, there was a scandal related to illegal substitutions, removing the then famous head coach who will go unnamed. Apparently holding number 57 on the offensive line. That's going to annul that brilliant pass and catch that they just had. But as I was saying, the Spartans have had a tough time with leadership. After winning the championship 3 years ago, they lost their head coach to a substitution scandal. Last year's head coach, American from Youngstown, Ohio, my Ohio brother, Kiri Yarusi, was lost due to, well, the beginning of the special military operation and the necessity for him to leave. Unfortunately, but fortunately enough for Kiri, he's now coaching in Finland and doing very well for himself. And this year, the coaching chair has been mostly semi-empty, with the man they call Oleg, a former offensive lineman, taking the official status, but ultimately not having a true head coach this year. But not having a Bill Belichick has not been enough to stop the Spartans from having an amazing, clean record going into this final. Fourth and 17. Possibly offside by number 93. Are they going to call it? No. Receiving the punt? Well, they're going to let it roll. And in all likelihood, friends, we're going to see the Spartans probably run the ball 3 times. Will this be victory formation? The offensive line is very jovial, as you can see. The oldest player in the league is right in front of the camera, Alexei Nikiforov, who is 49 years old. But that's coming from the second oldest player in the league, Tim Kirby, at 41 years old. The snap, a running play to the man they call TikTok, who pushes forward, legs chopping for 3 yards. It looks like Spartak's just going to let the clock run out. Spartans go back to the line. Heavy formation, 6-man front, tailbacks tucked in. Motion. The handoff to the man in motion. Number 88. He cuts. He moves. He's moving. He's pushing. Number 88, Alexei Kozlov. We have not seen much of him today, surprisingly. Mr. Kozlov has played many a game over many a seasons, coming from the tailback position. Doing a fine run there, getting his name into the history books. But there's a flag on the field. Number 65 holding. Alexander Myasov, one of the best offensive linemen in the league, who's had many smashing blocks today, unfortunately gets called for the hold, annulling Kozlov's run. I spoke too soon. Handoff, up the gut, pushing, driving, getting those yards, burning that time. It looks like the Spartans, despite not needing to, may choose to run one more play, just to make sure, I remind you that sometimes the timing we have in the studio does not quite meet up with the referee's time. Lining up with a wide receiver out wide. Motion. The handoff up the gut, not surprising. The man they call TikTok is pushed forward, and that should be the game. Although the Spartans are making substitution. Nope, that's the game. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have witnessed here is a first. The first time the Eastern European League of Super League, the Eastern European Super League of American football, the pride of Russia, the #1 most growing sport in the nation of Russia, that is American football, has been shown across American airwaves. And today, the black and bronze, the Moscow Spartans, have done it. The three-peat, 3 championship wins in a row under 3 head coaches, under shifting conditions, even during a time of war where literally any one of these men could be drafted to the front lines. They've held and they've done it. The three-peat, the first in league history, my friends. Although the game may have been a bit one-sided today, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I would like to thank for the millionth time and once again the One America News Network for hosting this event. I am your broadcasting buddy here, your host of the host with the most, Tim Kirby, offensive lineman, tight end, reserve for the Moscow Spartans. But I can say something about our deadly rivals, Spartak. They showed up today. They gave it their all, and they are definitely one of the franchises of the future. Anyways, my friends, this is Tim Kirby signing out, and we hope you enjoyed this match very much. We're going to leave you with some footage of the celebrations, the fans in the stands being excited, the potentially 2 million people watching in both Russian and English at home. This is the future, the next level of American football that we're going to bring to you from Russia. Next season starts soon, and we hope that you'll be here with us. If you want to have any, if you have any inquiries about the league, propositions, ideas, so on and so forth, we'll be happy to talk to you. Anyways, Tim Kirby, the Ohio native, the man born right next to the Football Hall of Fame, signing out.
Арена. Сегодня произошло легендарное событие. Спартанцы, Спартак, 34-0.
Честно говоря, несмотря что разница в счете такая большая, вы смотрите, что происходит на поле, это классика жанра, это нужно знать, и все-таки мы бы хотели призвать к дисциплине болельщиков. Спасибо вам, что вы так активно поддерживаете спортсменов. Это очень здорово, это очень круто. И здорово, Спасибо. Дорогие друзья, сезон американского футбола завершен. Спасибо командам за самую прекрасную игру. Спасибо вам, болельщики. Вы самые важные люди для нас. 12-е игроки за свои команды, за наш замечательный вид спорта. Спасибо огромное, что пришли. Спасибо, команда, за невероятную сильную самоотдачу. Я точно знаю, что американский футбол – самая командная игра. И все вместе, когда мы нагрянем на весла, мы абсолютно точно выйдем на доселе самую максимальную высоту нашего вида спорта и будем идти только вверх. И вам за это, командам, болельщикам, огромное спасибо.
Все, спасибо!
MVP финала 2022 года, по версии Горилла MVP, были очень долгие споры, жаркие, но объявляется Дмитрий.
А это рюкзак! Там коньяк!
Отойдите, можно пару?
Дима, мой крылья! Саня, буду тебя!
Нападение приносит помощь, а все равно.
Диман, ты что,
Абсолютно заслуженно. Команда происходит, добавляет в следующем году. Поборется, а может даже победит, скорее всего. Чемпионов последних 3 лет. Спартак, Москва, ваши аплодисменты! Хорошая игра.
И что же, сегодня заслуженные медали.
Спасибо большое, ребята. Спасибо. Спасибо.
Всем участникам сегодняшнего чемпионата финала Кубка России по американскому футболу. Арена. Я слышу эти барабаны, они как стук в сердце, всех наших сердец.
Спасибо большое. Спасибо большое, здоровья. Спасибо. Парни, спасибо.
игроку
Спасибо.
команд.
Не-не-не-не, спасибо большое. Спасибо. Спасибо большое. Обалденная игра. Все видно, кто на поле самый рабочий. Спасибо большое, ребят. Спасибо огромное. Спасибо большое, тренер. Спасибо большое. Спасибо вам большое.
Спасибо за организацию. Там еще 2 тренера у меня есть. Благодарю.
Спасибо большое. Спасибо.
Все? А я остальные забираю.
Чемпионами 2022 года Восточноевропейской суперлиги «Спартанцы Москва». Не-не-не, в начале медали. Какие 20? 2022. Москва, я 2 сказал?
Спартанцы 2 сказал.
Оставишь? Тёма, оставишь? Дай мне туда вторую для этого. Отлично. Давай. Почему он такой? Самое главное, что я
Потому что для того, чтобы завоевать победу сегодня, надо было очень сильно постараться, очень сильно.
кому спортивную отдать, кому? Настоящая часть, бро.
Артемий Александрович.
Мое почтение. Ну потом.
Здрасте. Спасибо. Я очень грязный.
Я думал, колтос себе достанется.
Я потом.
Это договорняк.
Роговой, ты что мне дал? Отдай. Ты жулик. Спасибо.
У меня такой положительный заряд энергетики. Я чувствую,
Какое-то с медалью-то. Спасибо.
чудо.
Спасибо, родной.
Всех люблю. Сейчас.
Большая арена.
Ты что, как живой? Слетел. Да, потом.
34.
Да, хорошо.
Роговой, мы все равно тебя любим.
Почему? Зазимно. За самоотдачу, за все. Да, простите. Дамы. Поздравляю. Поздравляю, ребят. Спасибо, ребят. Спасибо. Алексей, благодарю вас. Благодарю. Спасибо большое. Спасибо вам. Все. Спасибо. 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 Сейчас.
Спасибо большое.
Те, кто вышел. Не в самую популярную.
Привет городу Подольску. Подольск, сила!
Может быть, мне тоже начать играть в американский футбол. Я слышала, что девочки тоже играют. Как вам мой язык?
Тренер, спасибо вам. Спасибо. Вы, пожалуйста, Сергей Владимирович, нам наградили. Спасибо, тренер. Спасибо большое.
Всегда рад помочь.
Спасибо.
Поздравления.
Вам спасибо. Спасибо большое.
Yeah, I'm here, baby. Shit, man. Congratulations, man. Another great year.
Леш, тебя целую две.
Дай мне одну.
Держи. Держи.
Пускай его пригласит.
Держи. Давай! Давай!
Сергей Владимирович!
Мне тогда две.
Положено.
Ваши аплодисменты! Кубок Восточноевропейской Суперлиги!
Это наше!
Все, всем по рукам, по рукам.
Задавка, бля. Что задавка и Пашу забирает?